Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So once again, we're going to be talking about the controversial kick streamer Johnny Somali, who is the definition of a nuisance streamer. Someone whose entire content revolves around doing IRL streams where they go around harassing random citizens for content. They are hoping to get reactions out of people, whether it's to annoy them, upset them, or even get them to fight them. It is all for content. Johnny Somali is the definition of F around and find out. And over the years, he has upped the risks of all of his public stunts, getting to a point where the consequences of effing around are getting a lot more serious. And that's what we're going to cover in this video. So recently, Johnny Somali has gone to Israel, of all places, and in a recent clip filmed by himself, he would harass a female police officer, and it would backfire very, very poorly. Now, before we get into this recent clip, let's give a little history of Johnny Somali. So he is someone, like I said, who's been a nuisance streamer for many years, but he got the most attention when he went to Japan, where he was doing many different streams, going around harassing random Japanese citizens, doing anything, whether it was racism or filming himself committing literal crimes to get the attention of people in the hope of making content that could go viral because it's pissing people off and it's really shameful behavior.
You know Hiroshima? You know Hiroshima? Nagasaki? You know why you do this? Pearl Harbor? Hiroshima, Nagasaki! Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know. You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki? We're gonna do again. What? Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We do again.
Now, there's really nothing that's off limits to Johnny Somali. He's overall just a creep. He will do and say anything to produce content, whether it's harassing the elderly, harassing women, or even in some cases, harassing children.
I'm a minor.
I'm a minor too.
You're what?
Same.
Ah, you're a minor. Seriously.
Yeah, Johnny Somali absolutely hates people who shares that clip because it's quite a terrible look for him. And yes, for people in my audience wondering, he is an auntie as well who has claimed that anime fans are pedos and things like that. And yet he has made those statements to real life minors. But anyways, we know Johnny Somali will do anything for content, and he's also filmed himself committing crimes, doing things very antagonistically to people to get a response. And after a couple of months in Japan, he finally was getting the real responses he wanted, and that was Japanese citizens who were fed up and were actually physically fighting back against Johnny Somali, whether it was a couple of light kerfluffles like a slap or a choke. People started reacting that way to Johnny Somali because, let's face it, they were way too patient with him. The Japanese society is very patient with foreigners like him, and it took a lot for these people to start to crack and actually do something about him. And eventually we got this absolutely golden clip back in September. I can't show it because I can't show fighting and violence and blood on YouTube, but I will describe this clip. So Johnny Somali here and his goon cameraman would approach and harass this individual who ironically is a foreigner as well. And with just 2 punches, this man would knock out Johnny Somali and his friend. And there was nothing more satisfying than watching Johnny Somali's camera spin around to the ground and then show a bloodied and trembling Johnny Somali struggling to get back up on his feet after getting KO'd by this man. It was absolutely beautiful. And then afterwards, Kick would ban him. Just delightful, of course, until Kick would unban him. That's just kind of how things go. Kick never really permanently bans anyone. But moving forward, eventually Johnny Somali would get arrested for a second time. This time another trespassing type event where he was doing an unauthorized kick stream in a restaurant, and eventually he would be charged and then of course sentenced, because in Japan, their conviction rate is about 99%. So if you are charged with a crime, you're likely going to be found guilty. And that's what Johnny Somali was found in this case. He was found guilty, forced to pay a fine, and most importantly, deported. Now, a lot of people said, no, they should have thrown the book and put him in jail or prison for 3 years, which I think having Japanese citizens have to use their taxpayer dollars to house Johnny Somali and give him, 3 hots and a cot for a couple years would be a waste of their money. The best thing to do was to deport him, and that's what they did. However, Johnny Somali would quickly move on to a new place to annoy people. So Johnny Somali and some of his friends would go to Thailand, and they would find out pretty quickly that they're not as patient and as nice to annoying foreigners as they were in Japan. And very quickly they found out that doing things like this, stealing food and trying not to pay for it, and disrespecting the locals would not go over very well, where they were approached by a lot of people who were not having it. And you can see, as his demeanor shows, he was instantly backing down and was afraid. However, Johnny Somali would find a new place to go, and that's Israel. Now, I don't know if you know what's going on in the world, but Israel's probably not the best place to go if you are a nuisance streamer. I think that is genuinely putting yourself at risk, and of course, nobody feels sorry for Johnny Somali. In fact, most people are watching, waiting for something bad to happen to him, and you can see some of the annoying antics he was doing over the weeks, like this.
Relax, I'm a journalist. I am a journalist. I am a journalist. Show me where the hidden tunnel's at. Show me where the hidden tunnel's at.
He claims he's a journalist in this bit, which honestly, as annoying as he might be, maybe he is a journalist, because honestly, we've been dealing with journalists in the gaming scene recently, and they're just as annoying as Johnny Somali and just as narcissistic, so maybe that is the most appropriate thing he has labeled himself. A journalist. Interesting. However, this is just more annoying stuff. He's trying to get attention and hoping something will happen that'll make for a good clip to go viral. Unfortunately, he would get just that, but with a different clip, where he is harassing a female police officer, and it'll backfire very quickly. So let's give this a watch.
Oh, you a bad bitch. I swear to God. You a bad bitch. I'll take you to dinner. I swear to God. I'll change your life. I'll change your life, baby. Baby, I'll change your life. I promise you. You a bad bitch right here. I'll change your life, baby girl. You ain't gotta work for these niggas no more. Bitch, I'll change your life. Nigga, fucking Jesus. I'm in the sidewalk. I'm in the sidewalk. Don't touch me. I'm in the...
This was the moment. This was the moment any reasonable person would have walked away. You can see things are escalating very quickly. He could have gotten away with this. He could have walked away. But no, Johnny Somali, in the pursuit of content, would continue to escalate this situation until we get this right here.
I'm in the sidewalk. I'm in the sidewalk. What the fuck? Okay, I'll go. What the fuck? Okay, now go. Relax. Relax. America. I'm in the sidewalk. I'm from America. What are you doing? Okay, Karen, I'm going, nigga. What the fuck? Film it. Okay. Oh, shit. What am I going to jail for? America. I'm from America.
He's saying right there, I'm from America. Stop. I'm from America. We do not claim you, Johnny Somali. Do not use the name of America to try to save yourself, buddy. You did this to yourself. Now, hilariously, there's actually another angle of the Johnny Somali arrest here in Israel. It is absolutely hilarious. We have multiple POVs of Johnny Somali being not only taken away in first-person perspective, but also from a side perspective right here that made for the thumbnail of this video and a hilarious shot of Johnny Somali getting carried away like a little baby. Let's see this right here. So there he is, initially getting taken. And you can tell he's kind of resisting. And eventually they just scoop him up. That's embarrassing, dude. That is embarrassing. But yeah, Johnny Somali, he's effing around and finding out, okay? And of course, the next day, Johnny Somali would address the public after they've seen his arrest. He wants to clear the air and make people know that he is not a creep in any sort of a way. Let's see this.
There's a lot of fake news, fake media narrative. They're trying to bury me like I'm Trump. They're saying that I was arrested last night for sexually harassing a female officer. Do I look like someone who's to sexually harass anybody? Okay, don't touch me.
Pause. This is not going to look good. So he said, do I look like a guy who would harass these women? This was a clip from literally the day before. Him interacting with a female here.
Bitch, don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me, bitch. I'm from America, bitch. Don't touch me. I'm from America, bitch. Don't touch me. I'll slap that ass. I'll grab it too. Donald Trump told me grab it by the pussy. I'll grab that too. Stop playing with me, bitch. I'll grab it by the pussy right here, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm a different type of journalist. There's a lot of...
Yeah, there's really not much you have to say about that one. That is pretty much Johnny Somali in a nutshell. And he's lucky, honestly, that what happened with the actual confrontation with the law enforcement in Israel was all that happened, because he was really pushing the limits, and pushing the limits in a place that's not like Japan, where they have a lot more tolerance for someone like him and patience for him. They seem to be a lot less tolerant of what Johnny Somali... It's not the first clip of Johnny Somali and his goons getting in trouble in Israel, and he is really pushing the envelope here. And you know what? As always, with anything that happens to Johnny Somali, absolutely nobody feels sorry for him at all, okay? And I know he's trying to attack people that are making videos about him, but it's inevitable. It's a part of the content cycle. Everyone knows Johnny Somali exists to be the example of effing around and finding out, and people don't care about the effing around. They care about the finding out. People are most interested in the finding out, and it's seeing Johnny Somali get what he deserves when he's acting like a jerk in public places. And I will guarantee this is not the last time we're going to see this happen. But of course, the stakes are being raised higher and higher. He's trying to entertain people, and eventually, just like any other form of entertainment, you gotta keep upping the ante and making it go bigger and bigger and bigger. And with this case, the consequences are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we're gonna see some more finding out, I'm sure. But for now, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.